What's up everyone, Andrew Lake here with the Lake team in Houston, Texas. Welcome back to another video that we have for you today. If you're watching this on YouTube and you haven't already, go ahead and smash that subscribe button down below. We do our best to produce the best real estate content to you guys each and every week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and move into today's topic, which is what is a homestead exemption and how you can save money on your property taxes. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So now we have a video that we're going to be discussing, or a topic that we're going to be discussing to you today, which is about your homestead exemption and how to apply for it. First, let's go over what a homestead exemption actually is. So a homestead exemption is it's an exemption on taxes, basically. So you file it with the county that you live in, say Harris County, for example, and it helps remove or lower some of the property taxes that you pay. So for example, if your property is worth, just for conversation's sake, if your property worth is $100,000 and your homestead exemption is $20,000, you're only going to pay property taxes on the $80,000, not the $100,000. So you have a 20% savings going on, right? So you can see where as the value increases, it's pretty significant in savings when it comes to homestead exemptions. So it is best to go ahead and get that filed as soon as you possibly can, which brings me into the next topic of this is when is the deadline and how do you file for it? So the deadline, or it starts January 1st and ends April 30th every single year. And so depending on whenever you close on your home, you may have to wait until January 1st to begin the process for filing for it. Or if you close in between January and April 31st, you can go ahead and fill out that form and submit it into the county. You can generally find these forms, sometimes the county will actually just mail them to you, or your agent, like every year at the end of the year, we go ahead and mail out to all of our new clients that just closed on a home, we mail out the forms for them to fill out, or you can go online and do it. So for Harris County, you can either do it online or you can print the form out from Harris County's Appraisal District's website, and you can mail it off to them if you wanted to go that route as well. And also, you can go ahead and check the link in the description if you are watching this on YouTube, and I will attach the links down there for Harris County, Galveston County, and all the surrounding counties in the Houston area for you to go ahead and find out where you got to go to download this exemption form and mail it in. All right, so let's go over real quick on what kind of homestead exemptions are out there, what are available. So the first one is we're going to go over is your school taxes, right? So everyone, if you look at your appraisal district, you'll have a tax breakdown of how much you're paying. And a significant portion of that are school taxes. And so you do get a tax break on the school taxes. So if you do qualify for homestead exemptions, you do get that tax break of a $25,000, I believe, for Harris County. I mean, other counties might be different if I'm not mistaken, but I know Harris County is a $25,000 exemption off the value of your home when it comes to school taxes and homestead. In addition to the 25% on the school taxes, you also have a 20% savings with the county in Harris County. Going back to that example I said a second ago with the 100K property value, you're only going to pay $80,000. It's a 20% savings. So you have that 20% savings, and then you also have the $25,000 school district savings, the taxes that you are exempt from as well when you file for this. One thing I do want to mention here is this is not just for brand new homeowners or someone who just bought a house. If this is their first time that you've ever even heard about a homestead exemption and you've lived in your house for 5 or 10 years, you can still apply for it. There is no statute of limitations, if you will. You can always apply for that. And once you apply for that homestead, it's there forever. You don't have to keep applying for it every single year. This homestead stays with the property as long as you are the owner of it. And like I said, regardless if you bought it this year or 5 or 10 years ago, you always have the ability to go ahead and get the homestead exemptions filed with the county that you live in. Another cool thing about homestead exemption is there is actually a cap when it comes to the property taxes and what the appraisal districts can actually raise your values. So if you're on an appreciating market like we're in right now, which I mean, it's pretty wild right now. A homestead cap means once your property is filed and it's approved and you do have that homestead exemption, the county can't raise your property taxes more than 10% of the previous year every single year. So some counties, I mean some properties that may just fluctuate so wildly that your appraisal from the county could have been at $400,000, and then they want to raise it up to $650,000 for whatever crazy reason, right? But if you're homesteaded, they can't do that. They can only go up 10% of the value each and every single year, or the year prior to that. I'm sorry, every year prior it can't go over 10%. So another thing, if you are 65 and older, you do qualify for an additional exemption in Harris County, and that exemption is up to $10,000, I believe. So don't take that to the bank, but the exemption, I believe, is up to $10,000 if you are 65 years and older. So it's another cool thing about actually having homestead exemptions filed and approved. And one other thing going with the homestead exemptions, if you are a disabled person, you do qualify for certain exemptions as well. Check with the county that you're in. I don't know those numbers particularly offhand, but I do know the state of Texas, when it comes to homesteads, disabled and veterans as well. Disabled veterans and disabled citizens do have an additional exemptions on top of their existing exemptions that they qualify for. So this is a pretty important piece when it comes to filing for homestead. You can only file homestead for an owner's principal residence. So it has to be your primary residence. It can't be a rental property. It can't be just any additional vacation homes. It has to be your primary residence that you reside in and you live in. So if you have multiple properties, it can only be on one property, the property that you live in, no other properties. So take that with what you will. So pick and choose which one you're going to do, which one you're going to live in, but just understand that the homestead exemptions are only for primary residences only. If you have some acreage, if you have a large amount of acreage, you can only homestead up to 20 acres of that. So take that with what you will. This is just for homestead. That's not including agricultural exemptions or wildlife exemptions, etc. But just when it comes to homestead and filing with the county that you live in, you only have up to 20 acres that you can homestead. All right, so just a quick recap for everybody. This video was a little bit all over the place. So a homestead exemption helps you save taxes on when it comes to your property's value and what the county and the state gets you for, right? So you have the deadline it starts January 1st to April 30th. Right, so April 30th is the last day to file for homestead exemption, and this applies to primary residences only, not secondary homes, not vacation homes. It's only your primary residence that you live in. All right, and you qualify for additional exemptions if you are 65 years and older, or if you are a disabled person or disabled veteran. You do qualify for additional exemptions. So I would redirect you guys, if you want more information on that, is you can go to whatever county that you live in. You can check out like, for example, Harris County Appraisal District. You'll be able to answer all the questions that you have. There's a FAQ on there that you could check out. I'll leave the links in the description below for all the surrounding communities in the Houston area. But that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section below. This was a pretty tough one to make. If you have any other further questions, feel free to reach out to us at any time. We'll do our best to answer all the questions that you have for us. You can reach out to us directly from our website. All our information will be there. I'll also leave the link in the description below so you could have all that information as well. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Like I said in the beginning of this video, we do our best to produce the best real estate content for you guys each and every single week. And that's going to wrap it up for today. Like I said, I hope you enjoy it. I'm Andrew with the Lake Team here in Houston, Texas, and we'll see you next week.